We're back. Obviously, it's Cameron, FBK Racing. You know, the channel disappeared for 6 or 7 months. Well, obviously you've seen the last video, and we showed you the new hot rod. And we were getting it ready to go to Dig or Die down in North Carolina. I canceled the trip because we weren't totally ready. Thankfully, they canceled the show because of rain. So they rescheduled it for the day after Christmas. I'm a family guy, and I have 3 small kids, a wife, a new house, and a business obviously to run. So I unfortunately can't make it to that. So our next adventure may be Maple Grove for the Icebreaker or New Year's, I don't remember, New Year's race. It's New Year's Eve race, which is on the 3rd of January. Don't know if we're going to be able to make it to that or not, because as you guys have seen, if you're into the racing world, IHRA has just bought Maple Grove. So as this video comes out, I don't know if there's any updated information on whether or not Kyle Bestwick is going to be able to be doing his events at Maple Grove. So that's a whole nother story. So I want to jump into the video. We're going to talk about this Ranger, where it is at, and obviously a huge jump ahead from where you guys left off on the last video, just because we haven't had time to video. But here she is. So here she is, 85 Ford Ranger, leaf spring truck. I'll lift it up in the air and show you. But we built this motor. This is a 6-liter Gen 3 LS with a set of rods and pistons in it, and an aftermarket used crank out of a New York State police boat. So that's cool. Pistons came from Ryan Mueller with Mueller Performance in Texas. They are a set of CP Carrillo coated pistons for nitrous. It's a 408 basically, and set up to take a huge nitrous express kit. So 2 stages. First stage I have progressed on the Holly. Second kit is on a button. So the button gangster. That's just in case I have to drive around the turbo car. Not that that's ever going to happen, but it may. So that's that. So 3-inch dumps to bullhorns welded up by Connor with CSC Performance Fab. Shout out to him. Dad's here beeping at me. But we'll go through the rest of the stuff in detail. So stay tuned. We'll go down that bridge when we get there. It has a Turbo 400 built from Anthony Apuzzo at Accurate Transmission over in Connecticut. It is a first gear, second gear, trans brake, reverse manual valve body, clean neutral. I threw a motion operator shifter in there with air. Haven't hooked up the air or CO2 yet, but that's going in. Ready to rock. Reverse lights wired in. I have to wire in a neutral safety switch. And I've been working on tidying up some wires in here One day, maybe I'll put a relay panel in here instead of having 35 relays up on the firewall, but that's a later project. Stock-ish style 3-inch drive shaft. That's going to get changed. Put a PST in, or whoever I go with, Gulf Coast, whomever. Radiators in the back. I am going to relocate the radiator now that we're not going to dig or die. And again, haven't decided if we're going to Maple Grove or not. But may relocate that to either under the bed or back here farther. I'm getting a smaller fuel cell because the 20-gallon is not necessary because we're not doing drag and drives with this. We're going to relocate the battery, probably more towards the center. I did make this weight mount that I may keep but tie into the chassis. So I might make bars that come from here down to this weight bar, and then from here I may cut the bed out. Don't know yet. Things do tend to get out of control here, and I start cutting stuff off and getting crazy. But right now I'm going to work on draining the fuel cell because I sold this. Somebody's coming to buy this, and then I got to order a new fuel cell to put back here. Once I get that, then I'll decide if I'm going to cut the bed out and sink it down. What I may do is leave the bed and just cut out a square. Again, don't know. Just rambling. So stay tuned for some boring video of me draining this fuel cell and taking it out. All right. Well, that's draining. We'll look at the rest of the truck here. Show you what's going on underneath her dress. Stick this Johnny here. First, start with rear end, I guess. When I built this truck originally for my buddy Dylan, I took a rear end that had disc brakes out of a 08, 09 Ranger, I think. Don't remember. But anyways, it was 08, 09 Ranger. One of the last years they had leaf springs in the back before they went turbo in 2020 something and another. But anyways, full Mueller axles, Mueller disc brakes in the rear, Ford Performance 373 rear gear with a lightweight spool. That's in there. Put in one of these diff covers with a side bearing load adjusters just to help it out. I may, depending on how fast this goes and what it does, I may put braces on the front. I know Tin Soldier might make a kit you can buy for these. I don't remember, but I'm going to look into it. I don't even know if you need it because it's a leaf spring car. So anyways, it had a set of Calvert 9010s on it that I wasn't really happy with when Dylan was testing it. So I ordered up a set of Viking Crusader double adjustables, no prep valving, which is I believe is AK. So I had to add some shims and stuff in here to get them to sit properly because the AFCOs were designed a little bit different. Eventually I'll change up the mounts and stuff and probably the rear end, put a 9-inch in it like in the other Ranger. So the Calvert 1-inch lower split monos that I bought used off of Colin, my cousin. Obviously, you know Colin. Then I went and got a hold of my buddy Matt Funkhauser with Funkhauser Race Cars and ordered a set of his adjustable lower Caltrac mounts with the tie down on them. And then, you guys might not know this, but Matt made the mounts or the hangers for the Turbo Ranger, the Drag and Drive Ranger. So I called him up and I said, hey, I'm pretty sure it's the same bolt pattern. I did some measuring, and I confirmed that the bolt pattern from the original swing shackle on Rangers from 83 until, we'll say current, or not current, but 2009 are the same. They are all the same. But what he did is he put 3 holes in them. Now, depending on the height of your spring and what style spring you have, you can move them forward or backwards. And he also oblonged the holes in the bracket. So these are these are FRC Funkhouse Race Car 15-degree sliders, which is the same bolt pattern as the Calverts. But he oblonged the holes so you can slide them in and out depending on if you have moved your front mounts on your Ranger or not. So a bunch of trick stuff going on here, all bolt-on stuff to get this stuff to work. So I'm super excited to try these out to see how they work. The Turbo Ranger has 10 degrees. These are 15 degrees because I wanted something a little bit more aggressive. So we'll try these out and see if we can get this thing to work. But huge shout out to Matt at Funkhauser Race Cars for those, and the guys over at Viking Performance on the shocks. We threw a set of 26s on this because we really want to try 26 class. The truck does fit a 28 on a 15 by 10 with a 7.5 inch back spacing. These are 6.5 like Mustangs. So that's that. Another shout out to another Ranger guy here, Rick's Rangers, for getting me overnighted these C notches, because when I put the 1 inch lower springs in it, it was about 1.5 inches off of the axle, and I didn't want any issues with putting some weight in the back of this hitting. So we got that dialed in, got it bolted and welded, so no issues back here. The other thing, we have a Tin Soldier and a roll bar. That's super nice. I put that in for Dylan, so I got the benefit of getting that when I bought this as a roller from him. Fuel is still draining, not very fast. I might try to speed that up a little bit. There we go. Sped her up a little bit. What's next? Rear end, shocks, springs, brakes. Might be switching everything over. Those might be for sale soon. I might be switching everything over to Strange because Strange is working with us. I shouldn't be saying this, but they're working with us to make brakes for the other one. Yep. Double drive shaft loop, because we're afraid of chucking a drive shaft out and ruining stuff like the other one did. But I am going to change this yoke eventually. Change that yoke. Put a 1320 style yoke in it and a 4-inch aluminum shaft, which I may have to move that. But yeah. Everything's stock under here suspension-wise. Stock style anyways. No rot in this thing. Magnafuel fuel pump. Alright, here's the bad unit right here. Bad unit. That is a second gear leave Turbo 400 built by Anthony Apuzzo at Accurate Transmission. If you need anything from Anthony, I'll drop a link in the description. Business name, social media, phone number, so you can get a hold of him if you need anything for your transmission. He's the one who take care of our 400 in this, our 480 in the Ranger. He built another 400 for our Saab. Don't forget about the Saab. We still got that. That'll get put together here soon. But yeah, give Anthony a shout for anything transmission related. He's really up to par on all the innovative stuff that's going on, so stay tuned with more stuff about that. What else we got? Told you about the engine already. Stock coils. Fluid damper. Yep, nobody cares about that. It's got some strange single adjustables. I guess they would call these 9010s. I don't know what they call these. But I am on full loose because no prep. Eventually I'm going to get some tie rods for bump steer for this. We are going to be ordering some strange brakes for this because these stock SN95 style brakes just aren't cutting the mustard. They're brand new. Brand new. We want to lose some weight on the front of this thing, so we're going to get some of those brakes coming. Maybe new coilovers. Don't know. Haven't tried it yet. This thing was all done, ready to go. Now we're going to cut it apart because we can't leave well enough alone. Might tube the front, might not. But yeah, that's an update on this thing. Next video you see is maybe I'll be cutting some stuff apart. But I'm going to finish draining the fuel out of there and get the fuel cell out. And then maybe cut a hole in it. Don't know. Update. Camaro motor is paid for. And it's coming here soon. But not too soon because we don't want it laying around. So we're hoping Ryan doesn't put it together right away. Because we need another transmission.
Well, if anybody wants to
sponsor us,
Venmo us some money, we'll put your stickers on the side of the Camaro.
Yes. Yeah, we are looking. Well, we're looking for sponsorships for the Camaro. Over promise, under deliver. This is our name of the game. Because we want to go racing with that thing. Have the motor that's paid for, ready to rock and roll. We have 75% of the computer harnesses and all that happy jazz for wiring. I have all the plumbing stuff in stock, but I might order a crimper and not use that style hose ends.
And then we just need a radiator.
And a radiator. No radiator. Race car.
Methanol?
Yeah, methanol. You don't need radiators. Because methanol. But yeah, that's going to conclude this video. A lot of rambling. I didn't get into why we haven't been YouTubing for 6 to 8 months, or 6 to 7 months. See what I did there?
You should, though.
But I will. Not today, not this video. This one's going to be short and sweet. A lot of rambling, a lot of run-on sentences. Sentences? Photosynthesis? Sentences. Something. But yeah, make sure you go hit the like, subscribe, share, comment, stuff.
Buy some merch.
Buy some merch, yeah. Head over to fatboyscustoms.com/merch and hats, t-shirts, stickers, sweatshirts. That's about it. Yeah, buy some stuff on there. Also, we have everything on our website that we have in the showroom. I'll drop a picture here of the showroom. So, Motion Raceworks stuff we have in stock. Everything Vibrant as far as plumbing and fittings and some fabrication stuff. Fully stocked with Stainless Bros, fabrication, 45s, 90s, straight sections, V-bands, pie cuts, you know, the whole nine for Stainless Bros.
Schaefer's Oil.
As well as Schaefer's Oil, which is the biggest one. They're a big one. We have every weight on that thing from 0-20 to 520 to 1540 to 2050, which we run in this one, the Turbo Run, the Burnout Impala. We run Schaefer's in pretty much everything. We run Schaefer's in my personal diesel truck, Dad's diesel truck, and we also put it in all of our customers' trucks. So make sure you go over there.
VP race fuel jugs?
Yeah, we sell race jugs. We're going to be switching over once the VP jugs are gone to Renegade jugs because we are a Renegade fuel dealer. So it'll be purple, or purple, just like Henry Ford said. If you want it black, we'll paint it black. You're going to get purple, only purple. So you'll be able to grab those. But again, grab merch, oil, Stainless Bros, Vibrant, Schaefer's, you know, all that stuff. Peace.